What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So it seems like with Ethereum running, BTC making some moves, and some other things that are moving as well, you would think that altcoin season is upon us and we're seeing everything that's going to flourish and there's going to be no negativity and no, everything's going to have double digit gains, right? Well, I've been getting a lot of questions on one position specifically that I haven't really mentioned as much, especially as things really started running. I think I made one video on it. Jasmy coin, a lot of people have questions on and whether things are not looking great for Jasmy or what and why it's not running. Because when Ethereum runs, you expect all Ethereum projects to run, right? When you see Solana, you see a lot of Solana projects, meme coins, or whatever is connected to it will run, and many other chains that are out there that do the same thing, right? But for Ethereum right now, it doesn't seem like everything is running. And Jasmy Coin is one of those things that's not really making a huge move. Yes, things are positive, but it's not really making the moves that we expected, right? We saw Jasmy Coin run while honestly Ethereum wasn't really making some big moves, but it was still flowing in the same path, right? If that makes sense. It's just Jasmine Coin was getting a lot of hype, a lot of FOMO, a lot of attention, and we saw it pick up from a level of 40% of a penny all the way up to 4.5 cents, which is great. And right now, it seems to be hovering at the 2 cent level, but it hasn't really made the large moves that we expected from it as Ethereum makes a move. So let's talk about this. Let's ask our questions as to why and answer those questions at the same time. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below for Patreon as well as for Twitter in the description below. But at the top of the description, I have a link for BTCC where you can trade and you can leverage trade 500x leverage, up to 500x leverage if you wanted to. You can get a 10% deposit bonus, extra bonuses, as well as 40% lower trading fees. So feel free to check that out. You can also trade Jasmy coin on there. As you can see, it's not really going great in the last few minutes to an hour, right? But you can leverage trade 50x leverage if you want to. You can also leverage trade all the way down to like a 2x leverage or 1x leverage if you wanted to. You can own it straight up. But yeah, go ahead and check out the link down below for Margex and as well as BTCC here, which is a great platform to trade with. But anyways, the conversation is on the overall market as well as one specific position. The market is up by 3.8%. And seeing the market up by that much, yes, you're seeing some things that are falling down quite a bit in the last hour, but majority of them you're still seeing them increase, right? Ethereum's making a huge move, and I think that's where a lot of the question comes into play. It's like Ethereum went from 2,400 up to 3,000. If Ethereum does that, you expect to see Jasmy coin also do that, or Ethereum led coins also do that. But when you look at Jasmy, right, if we type in Jasmy here, we're not seeing that level of an increase, right? We're seeing it down by 3% on the day, while Ethereum is up by 3% or 4%. Yes, the volume is slightly up, but the market cap is below the $1 billion market cap. So there comes that question, what's going on? Why are we not seeing Jasmy coin make a huge move? And honestly, the real answer is no one truly knows. But if I had to guess, if I had to put out any information of how I see it, why I'm not worried with it, one is because I'm looking for a long-term outcome. I'm not looking for that short-term gain. If you are looking for a short-term gain, I understand why you would have these questions and you would continue to have these questions. But if you're looking for long-term, it's more about the bigger picture, backing up and seeing how far this has come since the low point, as well as how far it's going to go at the high point. But for the time being, ask the questions, obviously, why isn't it moving? First, Ethereum tends to move. If we look at the market the way we do for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin will run, everything else in the market, honestly, will follow, but it won't follow at the level of Bitcoin is moving, right? But then once it starts to slow down, you start to see that money trickle into other things. I honestly believe that the same thing goes for Ethereum. to where if you see Ethereum at a level of 3,000, right, or grow from a level of 2,400 up to 3,000 or 2,000 up to 3,000, you're not going to see that same effect in everything else because Ethereum is still seeing that benefit and no one has really taken profit from that. Like if you look at my scenario, I bought 5 Ethereum at $2,000 and I still haven't taken profit on that. Granted, I'm not going to because I have it in my Ledger wallet and it's going to sit there for a very, very long time, and probably forever. But in normal scenarios, people would buy it and they would sell it. A $1,000 gain, in crypto is when you look at, or not $1,000 gain, but going from I guess 33, no, would be a 50% gain. 50% gain in crypto, honestly, believe it or not, is not enough compared to a lot of these gains that you have out there of 100, 200, 300%. Like that's the average that you want to see for a position that you buy if it is short term. So when they do start taking that, it starts to trickle down into other things that haven't moved yet. That's where you'll see that movement. So Ethereum is in that same process, in my opinion, to where we have 3,000, or it's at $3,000. And just to look at $3,000, like the price that Ethereum is at, that is not a high point by any means. Ethereum recently has hit 4,000 plus dollars, right? Approaching the $5,000 mark. It was like 4,500, right? That it hit. So saying that Jasmy coin has to move at a level of when Ethereum is at $3,000 and not even at the high point yet is a little ridiculous. Obviously, you want to see something Jasmy coin move on its own, but we're not in that phase yet. We're not in true altcoin season where everything has its own flow. Right? Yes, they all move in tandem, but everything does have its own flow on how aggressive that movement is. If it's a positive day, right, Ethereum's up a little bit, depending on where we are in the cycle, Jasmy coin could see a massive amount of movement percentage-wise, right? It could see a 30%, while Ethereum is up 4%. So we could typically see that same level of movement. But market cap wise, obviously Ethereum's going to have much more of a market cap effect at 4% than Jasmy coin would even have at 30%. So the way that I look at it, it's not anything to worry about, right? Yes, if you bought at a higher point, it does suck because you're now at a negative while everybody else that bought at a lower point is at a positive. I understand where you're coming from. But if you back up and have a 10,000 foot view, 100,000 foot view, 1 million foot view, you can say, all right, I understand where this path is going because it clearly shows it, right? So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this, where you think Jasmy coin stands. Or have you given up on Jasmy coin? Are you still invested in it? Do you see the long-term picture or do you not see that? Are you just primarily looking at short-term? Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, again, check out my link for BTCC down below. It's at the top of the description, and I have a link for Margex right underneath that. So if you guys want to check out either of those platforms, feel free to do so. They are partners with the channel, and it really does benefit a lot. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.